The pre-qualifying sprint was unable to be shown due to some production issues. I can tell you this though, Matthew Fastnot did not make the race, finished last amongst the field that was entered in the sprint. With that being said, hello everyone and welcome to the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for today's running of the Canadian Tire 250. As always, I am David Carter here to bring you the flag coverage here at this beautiful track up in Bowmanville, Ontario. Now we got a couple stories. I'm going to use my production powers to take you straight to the cars involved in said stories. Caden Lemon is making his APCS debut today. Looks like he's starting from deep in the field. He will be driving the Frosty Ford. Interesting that he chooses to debut at a road course, but he does love this track. And then we have another driver making his APCS debut in William Ayers. Right up here, William Ayers debuting and filling in for Zach Owens. Of course, Owens injured in that horrific crash. Ayers has him a nice start today here at Canada. And speaking of the start, let's get to the starting lineup. If I can go the right way. I'm sure that'd be nice, wouldn't it? In row 1, we have Sam Hutton alongside Larson Martinez, so a good day for those two who need them. In row 2, we have Jacob Schenkel and William Ayers. Ayers actually wasn't entered in the sprint race because of the points Zach Owens scored, so got some owner points to work towards. In row number 3, we have the 92 of Clockman 1 alongside the 48 of Andrew Shianu. In row number 4, we have the points leader, Andrew C. Williams, up by 14 points over Nathan Buchanan, alongside Nicholas Cameron. In row 5, we have Joey Bowman alongside Logan Crisp. Row 6, we have Snowflake alongside Nathan Buchanan. In row 7, we have, Graydon Griggs alongside Heath Renahan. In row 8, we have, I think this is Jack McDonald alongside the 17. Row 9, we have the Husky Chocolate Car of Atsuko Uemina, seemingly involved in every wreck we've had, alongside Pepe McRae. Row 10, we have another driver basically involved in every wreck we've had, in Kyler Sestrai alongside Hilda Suriano. Sestrai has had the literal worst start to a season anyone can ask for. Behind them, last week, a driver that flipped, Mark Lowe alongside Daniel Earnhardt. Then it's Ricky Freeman Jr. alongside Tyler Ware. Caden Lemon alongside the 70 of J.J. Haley. The McDonald's car of Jonah Burridge alongside the 3 of Eli the Wolf. Then it's Nerf Fox alongside the 92. That's double Q. I look like an idiot for mixing those two up every time. Then it's the 46 of James Anderson alongside the 85 Sonoma Cup winner Boback Fox. Then it's APCS Orlando winner Jeremy Easley, who seems to have a thing for winning first ever events, alongside the 59 of Justin Whitmer. Then it's Virago Kitson alongside the newly Lanka-sponsored Paul Pren Jr. I hear his brother might be showing up next week. Behind them, it's the Energizer car. This is Jasper Killinger alongside Blake Armano. Then it's the CN car of Ellie Fomer alongside the 42 of Zero Midnight. And then rounding out your field is Levi Owens and Don Falconer. Alright. So now we've got you through the field. Let's hope we don't have any more issues getting this race out, shall we? Get you a look at the weather here today. Cloudy skies, 80 degrees with a good wind out of the southwest. 20 miles an hour. Here is the command.
Start your engines.
Phenomenal. Engines have fired at this beautiful race course up in Bowmanville, Ontario. Larson Martinez, that's one who could really use the run. It seems whatever can go wrong for the BDM driver has gone wrong in her APCS exploits, while Sam Hutton hasn't fared much better, I don't think. We'll see other drivers towards the back here. Falconer's just kind of been there. Jacob Schengel has shown some real speed here this week. I believe he was the sprint race winner, and it wasn't even close. So we could see something out of the 64 today. Watch out. It's a cloudy day today, though I don't think we'll have any issues with rain. If only, right? They come up this hairpin, one of my favorite turns on any road course. Very fun to run. I've run some test cars around here. Of course, with lemon. Down this long straightaway, lined with trees. Let's hope no one flies into them. That'd be a disaster. This is a very long pace lap, of course. 31 laps of this to do. Maybe some strategy to be played. Maybe someone... Well, I'd hope no one really wrecks hard. After last week, we could probably use the peaceful races. Here's Clockman 1. D and Q'd out of Vegas last week. Really needs the positive momentum. Really needs things to turn around. Shianu as well. Had that flip in practice at Sonoma. Not good for her. As they come off the final turns, the pace car is going to make the right turn into pit road. And off the final turn, we are under green here at Canada. Larson Martinez gets a great start on the outside. Sam Hutton, though, has the advantage going into one, but Larson's going to get that advantage back into turn 2. Can she get the lead? Yes, she can. Martinez clear to the lead, but Hutton not really backing off. Still on the back bumper of that number 40. As they come down this straightaway towards the... I guess I'd call it a little kink, headed towards the hairpin. Into the hairpin they go now. Hutton has a car on his inside. That is Schengel. as Clockman's able to get to Ayers inside. Down this back straightaway they go. Schenkel clear to second. It's still disputed between Clockman 1 and William Ayers. Towards the final section, I think Ayers might get the advantage. Or no, 1 might get the advantage. The Belgium driver in the 92. Perhaps having something to prove after missing. It looks like he'll be clear to the lead. Or not to the lead, but to third. No, fourth. So are we already in trouble? Yes, we are. Already we are under caution. Ooh, and it might be substantial. That's Hilda Suriano on the pits with heavy damage. Let's get to the replay of that. This is what happened to Suriano. Whoa! Got sent way out wide and oh no. I don't like where this is going. And that is likely day done for Soriano. Let's get another look. We go frame by frame here. Multiple angles. As always, of course. Will help if I keep that up. Down this back stretch they go, and you see, it looks like Hilda just kind of, looks like she's gonna come down here. Yep, she'll come down Earnhardt into, that is Mark Lowe. That sends Hilda and Lowe both off the track. Hilda's going to come back on into another car's path, into the path of 2 other cars. That is Jonah Burridge and Eli the Wolf. And it's going to go about as well as you'd expect. 3 wide and then up the track. And a hard hit into the tires. That'll be Hilda, done for the day. Welcome back. No pit stops, it looks like. Maybe a bit too early in the going. So now I suppose we have seen the effectiveness of the outside. Oh, we do have pit stops. So a few cars did come down. Leading them off is Falconer. There's Eli the Wolf, Blake Armano, Paul Pren Jr. But up at the front, it stays just about the same. That being said, top 10. Larson Martinez, then Jacob Schengel, Sam Hutton, 91, not 92, of Clockman 1. William Ayers, Andrew Shianu, Andrew C. Williams, Nicholas Cameron, Joey Bowman, and Logan Crisp. Your top 10. Find your favorite driver. The only retiree from that wreck would be the 95 of Soriano. So far we're off to a, well, not as tame start as one would expect. But it's certainly a start. Let's just hope they keep from doing that again. As the pace car is going to come off this time. We don't need long at these tracks. As off the final turn, the green flag is back in the air. Shangle shot out of a cannon. Ooh, Larson not trying to let him get away, though. Still double wide behind the top two. Larson Martinez chasing him through three. Right on his tail, not letting him get away. They come up to the hairpin. Is this going to be your chance to make the move? Ooh, Martinez got kind of caught sleeping there by Sutton. Bit more side by side behind them. As now Sam Hutton, did I call him Sutton? How rude of me. Sam Hutton now putting pressure on the 40 car. Through the final turns. Outside lane is the advantage today. William Ayers now has to hold off the number 48 of Shiano. They do race each other in the Cup Series. So it wouldn't be smart to piss one or the other off. Logan Crisp being looked at for a move by Grain Griggs. Crisp, of course, a late entry into the series. Grain Griggs, an established winner. More side by side, we got Andrew C. Williams and Nicholas Cameron. Williams in a great spot to get his points lead up. So I believe here's Nathan Buchanan. Not exactly close to him right now. Nathan is 14 points down on Andrew C. Williams as it stands currently. And this is not how you make those points up. As now he is under pressure from Snowflake. Snowflake chasing him up the hill. Can they get the move? Not quite. They're all pretty close to each other. Off the turn they come. Looks like Daniel Earnhardt's got a bit of a run going. Down the backstretch, Earnhardt and McDonald. And that's an easy pass for Earnhardt. Bit more side by side behind them. That is Caden Lemon. Well, he's more following the side by side, it looks like. Ricky Freeman Jr., his driver, getting the best of that as Lemon now gets around Pepe McRae. Couple of the DDM cars both right there, nose to tail. Into the top 20. Fastest lap currently goes to Larson Martinez. There's a bit more hairpin battling going on here. And you know something? Here is the story of 2 seasons. Because on one hand, Riley Pugster is having a great season here in the APCS. Third in points, actually in competition with Andrew C. Williams, as you see him passing him. But over on the Cup side, he's struggling to make races. From the looks of it. So a miserable season for him on one hand, and on the other, a great season. Might be more cut out for the APCS at that rate, as Larson Martinez, and that's not an insult by any means. Larson Martinez now right behind the 64. Battle for the lead heating up. Martinez shown to have the fastest car, so far at least. Down this back straightaway. Larson stays in his draft. Jacob defending. He is on the cusp of that top 30. He needs this run. A win, oh, it would certainly help fix the wounds, wouldn't it? We're going to take an onboard from the helmet cam of Larson Martinez. Go on board for about a lap. See if she can get something done with Shingle as we do. Ooh. Through the hairpin and loses time on Shingle there. Loses a good amount of time, too. Fast, but can't quite do much beyond that. And is back down the front stretch into turn 1. Shingle has a bit more of a gap while Hutton continues to fight with Clockman 1, another driver who could really use the run. Hutton really challenging this 91. Up the hill they go. Is he going to have anything for him? Nope. Oh, but Hutton has his own company with Andrea Shianu. Here comes Hutton down the back straightaway. This is for third. Clockman tries to defend, not quite gonna get it. through the final turns, and it looks like Shianu's gonna pounce as well. She's gonna get there. Side by side down the front. Not a very good lap for Clockman 1 as Larson Martinez is back again. She's looking right to the back of Jacob Schengel as they head up the hill again. Ooh, almost! About got to his inside there. Great defensive driving by Schengel as she looks to the inside again towards a pretty popular passing area. She's still not going to get it. Through the final turns. Schengel putting on the defensive drive of his life. He's tasted victory in that sprint. And he wants to taste it again in the main show. As we see Andrew C. Williams falls back to 10th. Now I'm going to be bringing up championship contenders and implications a lot. Oh! Larson got him off! Down the back straightaway, it's a drag race, and I think it's going to be Larson. What a move! Oh, don't look now, he's still trying. No, he's not. He's bitten. So are multiple others. Looks like the cycle has started. Quite a few. What is Lowe doing? Well, I don't quite know what Mark Lowe is doing, but, I don't quite think it's working. Strange scenes here. Did he just have a mechanical failure, I guess? Yeah, caution's out for it. I think there was a mechanical issue on Mark Lowe. As here's the race back, I really hope the drivers who just completed the race back can make it. Otherwise, Mark Lowe has just caused some dire strafe. No need to look at the replay, we know what happened. Well, I guess there might be a need. What are we doing, guys? Looks like a few guys lost any idea what the brakes were. Every time I try to look for the damage on that car there, that looks like Levi Owens, the camera keeps turning away. Love that. I suppose we'll go look at the replay. Well, here's the replay. They've said it looks oddly suspect here. Mark Lowe missed the pits and just... Was his engine going? That's what it sounded like. Yes, and he was under his own power. I think he stopped for a yellow. He certainly got one. And welcome back. I've heard Mark Lowe has been given the black flag for what he did. It has been determined he did stop for a yellow due to missing his pit box, or due to missing the pits. I don't know why you do that. It didn't look like they found he was under power for the entire thing. So it was not a problem mechanically. As Larson Martinez is going to lead them into the pits. If you just pitted, I'd assume you'd just stay out. Which they are. At least one is. Yeah, most of the people who just pitted stay out. So this could be big. As the penalty for Mark Lowe, he will have to do a stop and go under green, I believe. Harsh, but them's the rules. A few cars picked up damage for failure to use their brake pedal when they came to the caution flag. And it looks like Jonah Burridge is one of them. Way to go, guys. Way to go. As now, that's going to put Larson Martinez deep in the field. So it looks like we're about halfway through the race. Now, of course, the pacing only 2 laps, as here's the top 10. Jacob Schenkel, Clockman 1, Nicholas Cameron, William Ayers, Andrew C. Williams, Joey Bowman, Nathan Buchanan, Grain Griggs, Daniel Earnhardt, and Caden Lemon. Now, it's worth noting, the top 2 in points are very close to each other. It's Nathan Buchanan and Andrew C. Williams. Don't know where Riley is. He might have been in the green flag pitters. Oh, it's not Caden Lemon in the... No, it is Caden Lemon in the top 10. The leaderboard just hasn't updated. Freeman. Last. As I think Clockman's going to get him a good launch on this outside. Pace car is going to pull in this time. Off of the final turn. Green flag is back in the air here at Canada. As expected, a great start out of Clockman 1 into turn 1. Clockman 1 into turn 1. How about that? Jacob Schenkel has to fall in behind as they go side by side for third behind them. William Ayers having a standout performance today. Hasn't stepped foot in an APCS car, and he's a wheelman already. Up the hill they come. The leaders are still right with each other. Schenkel visibly has a faster car. But mistakes like that won't help. Ooh. Here we go. Buchanan and the 34, I believe that is. Buchanan and Griggs getting into it. Now Earnhardt to his inside. As Lemon challenged by Tyler Ware. Two of the newest entries in the series going at it. Whitmer in the top 10 too, honorable mention there. Looks like they've settled down a bit. Mark Lowe serving his penalty. The front end of his car is missing. I don't think that's serving his penalty. The caution's out. Looks like we've had a bad crash for Mark Lowe. Likely in the process of serving his penalty. Down the front stretch they go, or back stretch they go, rather. Andrew C. Williams trying to make up ground. Passes Joey Bowman. It benefits Green Griggs to get this pass done too. This is a race back. Off the final turns. Green Griggs! Can he clear Williams? Yes, he can. As we have had a crash violent enough that the front end needed to be taken off of the one car. We're gonna see what that's about. Here's a replay, and I mean, he just drove right into it. Nothing to really say. Well, that was a pretty quick visit to the replays. Looks like Brohan didn't exactly hire the brightest bulb. He is okay. He's out of the car. But he just drove right into the pit wall. As we've had some shuffling around on that one green flag lap we did get. Green Griggs up into the top 5. Caden Lemon barely holding on to 11 as Buchanan in 9th. Whitmer 8th. That's Martinez there. Fastest car in the race. She's been put behind due to an ill-timed caution brought out by Mark Lowe. There they all are. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, putting on a great show today. Despite the antics of one Mark Lowe, as it looks like most of the field is going to be pitting. I'm not quite sure if you can make it from here, but it's worth a try. That looks like just about all of them. Hope we knew how to use the brakes this time. So there's the cars that kind of paid for it. Their faults or not. Clockman won. What a redemption that would be if he were able to win this race. After DNQing, but now he's got one more obstacle in the way of that, it looks like. Schengle gets out. Williams, Martinez, Bowman, and then there's Clockman in 5th. Some shuffling around with pitch strategy. As now the 46 no longer has a hood. Good for you, bud. Good for you. Crisp is falling back. There's the Frosty Ford. Now we're going to try to take you through the top 10 if everyone can get caught up. They are doubling up here. They might not even be ready for the restart. I don't know. But now it goes Schengle, Williams, Martinez, Bowman, Ayers. No, not Bowman. Yeah, Martinez, Ayers, one Ayers, where they're doubled up and the positions are weird now. We'll just get to the green. You'll see your top 10 when they come to the green here. As now, it's Andrew C. Williams on the outside. The points leader. What an extension that'd be. Green flag is out again. Off and away goes Andrew C. Williams. You almost don't want to start in first at this rate. As Martinez gonna get second back. We'll see what kind of car Williams has in clean air. As the line of cars heading up the hill once again, what a spectacle that is. So we see Ayers trying to make moves. Down the back stretch they go. Ayers clear of one. Whitmer clearing Tyler Ware. Lots of battling going through here. as Andrew C. Williams has a pretty decent gap going back to Larson Martinez. Martinez cutting into it. The 40 also under pressure from Schengle. Ooh, Martinez went off! Barely holds off Schengle there, but Schengle's gonna get to her inside down this back straightaway. There it is. That's gonna allow Williams to get away. Whoa! Close quarters there with Martinez and Ayers. Ayers into 1. He's going clear. Clockman 1. He looks like he's trying to follow through. Side by side. Between an underdog and, well, another underdog. They're both kind of below the top 30 threshold at the moment. Andrew opening the gap. Wow. He is out of here. New fastest lap, William Ayers. So let's watch that 30 car. Man. Good days disrupted by caution stupidity. Ricky was up in the top 20 earlier. As now we see Schengle closing the gap just a little bit. We're gonna go on board with the 64 here. Roof cam with Jacob Schengle. He's trying to catch this 4. So we are under 10 to go. Down this back straightaway. Through this final section. Ooh, looks like the force slipped a little bit. Oh, Schengle has company of his own, though. He has Ayers all over his back bumper. Really on his back bumper. We now have a 3-way battle for the lead, headed up the hairpin. Oh, Schengle slips! Ayers is there! Schengle off course. William Ayers gonna drive through. If you don't count Orlando, he will be the first driver to win on debut if he can pull this off. Now, I don't think they can make it to the end of the race. I'm not sure, at least. So that's going to be something to watch out for. Is William Ayers. We're going to check lap times here. He was shown way faster that last lap. Ayers, of course, the fastest lap on the track. Granted, not by much, but still counts. As Ayers closing the gap to the 4. Can he do something in the hairpin? No. In fact, it looked like he went a little wide. Yep, he went wide. He's got Shingle there. Capitalize if he does that again. Shingle is going to capitalize, it looks like. No, he's too far back. Into the final turns. Ayers has about 5 more chances. No, that'd be 6 more chances. 31 laps. We're gonna watch from the back end of Mr. Williams. We're gonna see how close Ayers can get coming up this hairpin. Oh, he's gonna get him! Just about. Williams messed up. Went wide on the hairpin, and now to the inside goes Ayers down the straightaway. Voice crack. And William Ayers to the lead, fresh off of having to step in basically last minute. Here comes Shingle to follow. Ayers in Zach Owens' car. As Williams forced to back out of the... So a great job for Ayers as they continue here. 5 laps to go. But he's not quite done being challenged as we see a bit more battling back here. It's still going to be a great points day for Andrew C. Williams. This is, of course, a full season points. Unlike the Cup Series with a chase. This is full season, so he'll have to be consistent, keep that going. As Ayers pulling away, wow! That's some real speed in that autism awareness car. Shown faster than Shingle that time around. We'll see if that changes this time. Half a second up. Over a second up now! Wow! But let's bring up again the question of fuel. Oh, poor Virago. Save of the century last week and now has an issue that's put him off of the field. Damn near a minute back. Oh! Ayers driver's making a mistake! That's just not good. As we see a battle between Andrew C. Williams and Clockman 1. Clockman trying to pull himself out of the bottom 10 or bottom whatever. Just pull himself into the top 30 basically, as it looks like we have pit stops. Just need to ensure nothing goes wrong this time. That might only be Shangle. We got fuel mileage, ladies and gents. The yellow. Yellow's out. Oh, that's overtime. That is overtime. That must be how Virago got so far back. We're gonna get a look at this replay. Be with you in a minute. Aerial view. Yulamina makes a mistake, and then 3 wide, and then... Oh, what a hard hit. Atsuko Yulamina's issues continue. Think she'll be done for the day. And Shangle had to dive down pit road. We'll be right back to the action here. We're in overtime. Welcome back. We are in overtime now. I think the biggest loser on that was Jacob Shangle. Had to make a quick dive to the pits. Possibly fuel related. As he's now buried in the back here. The best case scenario is everyone else pits. William Ayers putting on a great show today, but I just don't like your odds if you start on the inside. You just don't want to start first in this case, I don't think. I think they're all going to have to pit, though. So let's see. No one pits. I'm not sure I like that call. I'm really not sure I like that call. We got a couple of them pitting. The drivers that got crash damage in that, Ellie Foamer, looks like an issue on Virago Kitson. Is there something wrong? Yeah, there is something wrong with Yulamina. Yulamina was crashed head on into the wall pretty substantially. I don't think I like their strategy. Oh, blowing up! No way! Oh my god! Is that a double detonation too? Oh my god! Double detonation! We're gonna see what's wrong here. I'm gonna open that up. Yeah, 91's engine's expired. The 4's has as well. Oh my god! And the decision's been made to extend the caution period for it. That is not what you want to see. Andrew C. Williams and the 91 have both simultaneously blown up. And that is big for the championship, too. That's heartbreaking. Clockman... Oh, Clockman was having such a good run. There's Williams. Andrew C. Williams, the points leader. He's going to give up a lot of ground because of this engine blow-up. Williams has a few followers into the pits. Oh, I thought for a second everyone was going to pit off that. That's more fuel going to be burned. Because the caution period had to be extended. That's rough. That is really... First of all, I've rarely seen a double blow-up like that. And now... Joey Bowman has the chance to do the funniest thing. And pull a come-from-nowhere victory. And he's got a very good chance to do so as well, because he's going to be starting on the outside, which is shown to be the advantageous lane. They're going to double up likely for the final time. Overtime rules are quite simple. If they make it back to the white flag, that's going to be the race back, and what happens, happens. If they do not make it to the white flag, we rack them up and do it again. A double blow-up extends the caution period. Front row, William Ayers, Joey Bowman. Who's going to get it? Can Grain Griggs, perhaps, become a repeat winner? Could do him big favors in the points. Will this be the final restart? We'll see. Off the final turn. Tension builds. The green flag is back in the air. 2 to go, and a great start for Bowman. Ayers battles back on the inside. Can he hold off Joey Bowman? Bowman into 2. Still hanging with. Now well cleared is William Ayers. Grain Griggs pressuring the 30. On the run toward the hairpin. Ayers has all the racetrack he needs to work with. Side by side through the hairpin. Buchanan's been told maximize every point. Every point matters in a full season format. As Earnhardt, side by side with Whitmer. We got cars going off! Oh, fuel mileage. Fuel mileage. Ayers couldn't make it. Many cars couldn't make it. It's the white flag. Oh, that is a lot of cars out of fuel. Turn that off. I'm not sure who's in the lead now. We got a car stopped there. Calamity has broken loose here. We don't even know who's leading. Griggs? Has Green Griggs won this race? It looks like it. As they fly down this back straightaway, we now have Earnhardt in second, Whitmer third, Killinger fourth. It's all dependent on if they need to dive down pit road, and it doesn't look like Green Griggs does. Off of the final turn, it's going to be Green Griggs. Second win on the season. And I don't even know where half the rest of the field finished. There's Caden Lemon with a top 5. How about that? And Shianu looking at a good run too. We're still having to watch most of the field finish. I mean, this is certainly one way to do it, ain't it? Okay. Looks like it's Shianu, then Hutton, then Easley. Then there's Jacob Schengle. Virago Kitson backs into a top 10. But then you have Heartbreak. William Ayers. I told y'all I did not like them staying out on that last caution. I told y'all. This was why. A clear mass underestimation of how far we could truly make it here. And it's cost a lot of teams. Ulamina and the 92 didn't even make it to the finish. I think it's the 92 that I saw turned around there. And look at that! Look who finally finished a race. The 12. Kyler Sestrai. Where is he? Where is he? Lots of cars with damage off of that. Well, that's happened. Don't know what Bowman's doing. Well, that was not a result I think any of us were expecting. But we're gonna get you a look at the results here. It goes top 10 Grain Griggs, Daniel Earnhardt, Justin Whitmer, Jasper Killinger, Caden Lemon. Then it's Andrew Shianu, Sam Hutton, Jeremy Easley, Jacob Schenkel, and Virago Kitson. Then William Ayers, Joey Bowman, Nicholas Cameron, Don Falconer, Heath Renahan, Boback Fox, Riley Pugster, Tyler Ware, Logan Chris, and JJ Haley. Points! As here he is, Grain Griggs. Coming around for his second burnouts of the season. So far, so good for the 34. Somehow these are the cleanest burnouts we've seen so far. And they're still not clean. Well, that was certainly an eventful race. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the race, let me know. This took a lot to record. Okay. Like with that stupid broken pit entry. At least it wasn't bad this time. But now, that for the PROCAR Racing Network, I am David Carter. Thanks for watching, and see you next time for... Let's see what the next race is. We got Moncton for the Cup Series coming next. For the APCS, we have... Ooh, Daytona. I'm hearing there might be something interesting for Daytona. Stay tuned. But for now, goodbye.